Tell me a little of the history of your house. When was it built?
We believe it was built in about
Speak up.
late 1800s. It used to be 3 cottages. It was then subsequently, as I explained to you, one of the cottages was knocked down to make the entrance.
You may have explained it to me, but you haven't explained it to the camera. See?
The camera should have been paying attention. It has been in the past a shop, and now obviously it's a residence. We've been here just over 11 years.
And did you say when it was built?
Late 1800s.
Late 1800s. And this is the back side, as it were.
The back, yes, the original property was the cottage at the front. If you look up into the valley of the roof, you can see the back of the roof of the original cottage. Subsequently, these 2 were added on, and the single story was added on later.
In the cleavage of the roof there.
That's it, that is the back of the original roof. The chimneys are the original from the original cottage and would have been on the rear elevation. In other words, there would have been external chimneys, not built into the property.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The property to this side is an old pub, now split into 2 properties. That, I believe, was done at roughly the same time, late 1800s.
It looks much older. But I guess they aren't. It surprises
not.
me that it's only 1800 and something, I have to say. I have to say. And then back here?
And then back here, basically, we have a few apple trees.
Just a bit of a garden, nice wall. Is there a swimming pool down there? What is that brick thing?
No, that's a kitchen garden.
Oh, okay.
With the odd vegetable growing, some very odd vegetables. The apples, as you can see, are abundant this year.
They are, aren't they? I don't see anything, but they are abundant for sure. It's an amazing weeping birch. Wisteria.
The wisteria was here when we came here, and I actually killed it.
And it came alive again?
The drive here, the bricks drives, wasn't here. There were slabs before, and underneath the slabs was concrete. If any weeds appeared, I used to put sodium chlorate down.
Right.
When the new drive was put in, they had to break the concrete. So obviously underneath the bricks is just sand, and as always, when the weeds appeared, I just put sodium chlorate down. 6 months later, the wisteria was dead. But it came back about 3 years later.
Really?
All by itself.
Good God.
You can see that's all dead. That's the original.
Wow.
But it has now grown. That's all new.
Remarkable.
And I don't use sodium chlorate anymore.
I don't suppose you do.
You can't get it. It had to be re-roofed.
Oh, you had the roof come off.
No,
you weren't here then.
I wasn't here.
They've taken the end off
Yeah.
to make the driveway.
Yeah, that's the cottage that's
Okay.
gone.
And then beside it, over here, is the old
That's the
Blue
old Merry
Boys.
Boys pub.
Merry Boys.
Merry Boys.
Not Blue Boys.
No, Merry Boys.
Okay.
That was a car.
There was a car. Very pretty, Corbett. Let's go and look inside, shall we?
Indeed.
Alright, we're going in through the back door because it's the only one that works, really. And here we have a galley-style kitchen, I would say. Really handy. I like these sizes, I have to say. And then through into the breakfast room. Knick-knack city. Love it. And on through to the, what would you call this, Corbett? A sunroom? The little sitting room. This is lovely. And then finally, that's the front door, which never gets used, into the big sitting room, which is exactly the same size as the other one.
This used to be obviously 2 rooms. This is the original cottage, this wide. Dividing wall, another cottage, hence 2 fireplaces.
And now that's the dining room.
That's what?
The dining room, hello?
Yes, yes, the dining room. Doesn't look like a dining room.
No, I know, because we're using it as an office at the moment with all my gear.
And then we come through to what is known as the study.
Ah,
Shut that off.
a lot of
Original
model
range.
ships.
Original range with hot water tank. Obviously the fire will be lit there.
Do you use it?
We don't, no. We found a very useful hiding place for some silverware.
Ah,
And fortunately we don't cook because the pheasant might be overdone. But the pheasants are quite happy in there. And hopefully
I remember the pheasants.
they remember them, they were from Silverbush.
That's right.
And then behind you is a secondary staircase to the first floor.
Which is just bedrooms, and I'm not going to take you up there because
No, it's just bedrooms, very
it's quite a
tedious.
steam engines.
Steam engines. Of course, one of the better things is my small vineyard out at the back of the property.
Corbett Canyon, yes.
Given to my dear friend Hotel. We have had
I've actually had some of that.
1 bottle, so have we. There's the empty.
Yeah.
In fact, there are 2 empties. You may remember that clock was at Silverlands in the alcove near the dining room.
Yes, it was.
It
That's
doesn't
right.
work, unfortunately, anymore.
Why not?
The spring's gone.
Spring.